Yeah, so actually I'm a nuclear physicist for the Navy.
No.
So,
Oh, nice. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
man, where do I start? Uh, I like martial arts a lot. I got certified at pharmacy around when I was 17. So I have a bachelor's in business. Got bored, so I was like, let's go see what the military has to offer. I did my PICAT about a year ago. They offered me nuclear physics, and I was like, why the fuck not? So I went there. Now I ship out in a few days.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, best of luck as you ship out pineapples.
Yeah. Why?
I need a man with some personality.
You felt that quick? You know you didn't have personality?
Yes, I'm really good at reading people.
Okay.
Women are intimidated by intellectual men. One thing that must be understood about situations like this is the reason she gave as to why she rejected him is not the real reason. What she said was because he doesn't have any personality. What she meant was he's not the type of dude I'm used to. The caliber of man that he is not the type of caliber of man that she's used to. You could tell just by looking at this chick that this dude is far more successful than any man she's ever dealt with. And that's why she rejected him. You have to understand that your success will intimidate women. That's why they try to downplay it. Doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive. Women are always going to downplay your success. This is why you don't do anything in this life for women. Most men do all those different things I just mentioned to obtain women. Guess what? It's never going to be good enough. They're going to reject you for the dumbest reasons. And a lot of times these reasons aren't really grounded in anything but the fact that you're better than her in every single way. And the lifestyle that you live and the caliber of man you are, it forces her to look at her inadequacies. He didn't have enough personality. That basically meant he's not the thug that I'm used to dating, right? She's not used to dating educated men. That's the reality of it. That's the plight of you as a man, so-called squares in this society. When you're intelligent, when you kind of give off that aura of wisdom, when you have accomplishments as far as education-wise, when you come across these chicks that barely graduated high school, and the fact that they've only dealt with men who barely graduated high school, the fact that you've gone off and you've accomplished things in the world, it's going to be intimidating to them because they're used to being better than the men that they deal with. That's the only way they feel like a human being. Because when they're with a man that's better than she is, it forces her to realize, like, dang, like, I really don't have much to bring to this guy's life. He has it all figured out already. Like, what can I give this guy? She dates a scammer, and the only thing that she could probably provide to him is words of encouragement on how they scam more people. But when you're a nuclear physicist or nuclear, what did he say? Nuclear engineer, she probably can't even spell that. She never met a guy who talked about his test scores and the fact that he scored highly on them. She never met a guy like that. She doesn't interact with those types of men. That's why it's important for you to study the women that you're dealing with and also study the men that they are used to dealing with, or just kind of like infer or kind of take a guess on the type of men that they're used to. That's going to tell you a lot about how she's going to interact with you. You see what I'm saying? So you guys that are out here, you know, you're dating, I'm not calling her this, but you guys that are dating these like hood chicks, and I get it. Women are women, and and if they're attractive, they're just attractive, but you have to understand if she comes from, you have to understand that if she comes from a certain background, there's just a certain type of man that's imprinted on her. There's a certain type of man that she considers to be masculine. And if she's not used to dealing with men who are studious, men who read, men who are successful in education, she's not going to look at you as a prime candidate to be in her life. She's just not. And you shouldn't want to be in her life anyway. A lot of these girls, they'll reject you solely on the basis of the fact that you're better than all the guys they're used to. Every single man they've ever dated was a bum. And so you being a guy who went to college and studied this and is a nuclear this and that and engineer of this, she doesn't know what it's like to interact with these types of men. She's only used to scammers. She's only used to drug dealers. She's only used to dope boys and dudes that be on the corner and toxic baby dads. She's only used to dealing with those types of men. Those are the only types of men she knows how to interact with. She don't know what to do with you. Like, just by you having certain accomplishments and you carry yourself in a certain way and having done certain things in life, man, she understands that she likely is not going to be able to fit into that lifestyle. She doesn't know what that's like. She doesn't know what it's like to interact with the girlfriends and wives of other successful men. She doesn't understand that. It's an intimidating lifestyle. That's why she rejected him. Oh, it was because of his personality. It's not because of his personality. It might be partly because of his personality, but that's not the real reason. Because the real reason would have forced her to admit her inadequacies, and we all know women don't do that. Man, you guys have to realize what we're dealing with in our society. And I keep reinforcing this point. Do not change yourself for these females. You don't have to be a thug to attract women. You just don't. Your success is going to intimidate unworthy women. Your success is going to intimidate lower quality women. That's just the case.